Welcome to this video. I will show you how to couple trucks to trailers. From the first person view. If you have a rear or window, you can simply line it up as such. You might want to make a few subtle corrections. Keep the fifth wheel lined up with the middle of the truck. I hate these hydraulic fifth wheels. Anyway. To ensure that you're connected, look at how how it looks underneath. If it isn't lined up exactly, it is not connected properly. BeamNG Drive gave the let me move it out of reverse. In BeamNG Drive, if the landing gear will pull up once you will attach, but IRL that doesn't happen automatically. If you don't have the luxury of a rear facing window, just use the mirror. You may also stick your head out to ensure that you're connecting properly. See how that attached and that I can't stop moving backwards? That's because I used the mirror. And, well, it's more like I stuck my head out to make sure it's lining up. And now for the E-Train stuff, because that's not what I tried to. Line it up. What am I stuck on? I'm stuck underneath a... As you can see, in this accurate simulation, I have not connected. if you attach with a little bit more or force, you will be able to attach. Now with doing B tree in connections, it's a lot. It's a little bit more nuanced than just detaching in trailer, because now you're moving in the tractor and the trailer. See, the engine here is this is called a tractor. It might also go by other names. See, you can't look behind yourself even if you do have a window. So need to ideally the axles and stuff are perfectly aligned, so with that you can draw a straight line from your rear wheel to all the wheels in the trailer. I haven't done this way before, so yeah, there's a reason why B trains generally need licenses. B trains and oh, I was pretty lined up pretty well. So I'll just keep going and going and going. Let's see if we're connected. It didn't even try to connect. Though it looks like it almost connected. To do this with any sort of speed, as I said, you'll need a license of some sort. And I imagine there's a reason why it's solely in Australia. Actually, there's a few reasons. It's like lining up a regular trailer, but a little bit harder due to lining up a trailer with a dock is not hard. Let me make. Okay, good. It was recording. Lining up with a dock is not that hard because you don't have to be exactly right, but you do have to be exactly right here. You know what? I'll just use third person. I was consistently too far to that side, you've noticed. You'll learn about B trains when you actually go to a school, as opposed to here. But I believe pintle hitches are easier. You reverse to where the pintle hitch is, and then pull the pintle hitch around until it connects. It might be slightly more difficult than it perhaps should be, but it's generally better to be too far away from the pintle hitch than too close to the pintle hitch. Because then, if the pintle hitch is too far, or it has its full range, but it won't connect, as opposed to too close, where it will it will ram into the other ram into your own vehicle, and you'll do this. Anyway, let me get to the main truck over here. What does that sound? That's the air compressor, because these are electric vehicles. You could probably tell by the fact that there's no engine sound. You line yourself up. I believe it might be easier to line yourself up this way. You could. Here the pintle hitch is too far. And I imagine you would actually have to reverse into the pintle hitch as someone else is holding this bit up, because in this game it works by magic. In BeamNG Drive, once these blue spheres both disappear and become one, it'll be connected. And now for the AB tree. Into Norta. Come on, get in the truck. See, in a straight line, these are pretty okay. This is the most Australian way you deliver your diesel. And this is Italy. Usually these vehicles have engine braking, but this engine doesn't really do engine braking. It does regenerative braking. which is basically, you know, like engine braking, but not as effective, especially above 30-ish kilometers per hour, or in high speed mode. Generally, you don't want to take sharp turns, sharp corners and sharp turns all in one, sharp turns. Anyway, if you do that, then the other trailers will take the turn more broadly and will and may even go off the road. It's alright. It's okay if it's done on a highway or something. Especially when there's no barriers, because barriers won't get in the way. But if there are barriers, or if there's a building there, you don't really want your trailers to ram into it. So you turn at the very last second and same thing here. You turn at the very last second. Pay attention to how your trailers are behaving. You don't want anything bad to happen with you, especially with this much diesel. Actually, there is an engine sound, but it sounds different to any other engine sound. As I said, the other sound is the compressor. Generally, it's not the best to put a lot of force into it, because yeah, it's just not a good thing. Now, take corners as wide as you possibly can. As you can see, the wheels still kind of don't follow, but why don't the lines show up in the mirror? That's odd. Now, the speed limit is important. If you go too fast, you might start fishtailing, which is pretty much what it sounds like. It kind of does whipping from side to side until, well, it eventually erects itself, basically. So we don't know what the unit of that speed limit is in the corner, but it's probably not okay to exceed that ever. And with a long trailer like this one, where your fishtailing is the actual issue, you might not even want to get within 20% of the speed limit. Motors don't burn out the same way engines do, so... Electric motors don't burn out the same way ice motors do. So it's fine, ain't it? If it... it's fine if you slam on the accelerator for long periods of time. But the... But electric engines, at the moment anyway, tend to take more power out of a battery than an ice engine takes fuel out of a similarly sized fuel tank. Be mindful of your air supply. Because air is what the truck uses to brake, and if you run out of air, you can't brake. You might even want that to make sure you don't ram into anything. Well, there's more than enough space for it. You don't want it to go too fat as done with a trailer, especially if you have more than one. Because trailers are generally top heavy, and along with fishtailing problems that might arise, the trailer will knock itself over, or if you take a turn too hard. I don't think this might not be where diesel is transferred, but see? That's why you take your corners really wide when you have a road train, because this corner is jutting out, and it's not poking into the diesel tank. It might even be worth it to force a 3-point turn. B trains won't do the same thing as A trains. Also, keep in mind, some corners might actually be impossible. Plan your trips very well. And now I can't move. High torque. And oh, finally. High torque allows you to... I think they can... Yeah, that's stuck. Anyway. Usually, you won't be pulling more than 2 trailers at a time. Because it's harder to connect like 3 trailers to each other, and it's certainly hard to turn turn a sharp turn with many trailers. There's especially more than 3. Anyway, thanks for watching, and leave a comment, please.